Hey everybody, welcome to your weekly energy update for September 11th through September 18th. These are timeless though, of course. So if you do come across this outside that time frame, I would still watch the video because if your intuition brought you here, there's surely messages for you. Now, of course, we have Mercury retrograde that we've been in the pre-shadow for a little bit, but now as of the 10th of September, we have gone into full retrograde. So you've already been feeling the effects, but now we have these next couple weeks up until October 1st or through October 1st when we're feeling that Mercury retrograde, just challenges with communication and electronics and things like that. And that's okay. We don't want to start new things, brand new things. It's a beautiful time for reflection and editing and rehashing old things. So if you check my weekly that I put out a couple weeks ago, it does talk about the retrograde and what you can do during that time to make the most of the energy. Now, we also have starting up the impact of the eclipses that will be happening in late October and early November. We start to feel those between 4 and 6 weeks beforehand, so we're starting to feel the inklings of those. And I'll jump into those real quick in a moment, but I also wanted to make sure that everyone was aware, as part of my YouTube subscriber marathon, I did put out a new giveaway yesterday, which is for additional personal recorded readings. And it's going to be a fun one where if I get at least 10 comments, I'll pull one winner for a 30-minute recorded reading. If I get up to 20, I will do the 30-minute and a 45-minute giveaway. And if I get 30 comments, then I will actually do a 30-minute, a 45-minute, and give away a 1-hour personal recorded reading as well. So that will be listed in the link below. I also will throw the playlist for giveaways here too. So there are still some more giveaways out there. I just keep adding another one each Friday, and I usually allow a couple weeks for people to enter the drawing before I pull for that. So make sure to check out that playlist and also the link down below for that video if you want to sign up for that. All right, so back to the eclipses. Now, eclipses do bring us this energy of being at a crossroads or having some surprising plot twists. So we have October 25th is a partial solar eclipse in the new moon in Scorpio. And so the solar eclipse brings us new chapters, new beginnings, and because it's around the energy of Scorpio, these new chapters, new beginnings will be around intimacy, around transformation, around what we're leaving behind to move on to new things. So we're kind of looking to that for this reading. And then November 8th, we have the full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus. The lunar eclipses are more like the fruition, the endings of things. And with that Taurian energy, we're going to be looking into the material resources, abundance, your worth, and kind of the 5 senses around those. Those are the kind of things that are going to have some endings and some fruitions, like you get your reward and then you're ready to start something new, right? So that's where we're going to jump in for this reading. We're really going to zero in on those 2 areas, see what Spirit would like us to know that we're starting to feel those inklings toward those things. We'll have, of course, a reading for each individual zodiac sign, and we're jumping into yours right now. All right, Aquarians, this is your weekly energy update, and we're going to start off by pulling a card here from the Queen of the Moon Oracle. Now, any of the cards I use in a reading, I do list in the description box below, so if any of them catch your fancy and you want to have them for yourself, you know where you can pick those up. All right, so we're going to use this particular card deck to get information on that partial solar eclipse on the new moon for Scorpio on October 25th, and this is just going to represent what area of your life this new chapter or this new beginning is going to be coming with this eclipse. So for all our Aquarians, what would you like them to know? All our Aquarians about this new chapter, this new beginning. Okay, they do want this one right here. And you have the boundaries, little bubble card number 12. So let's put this up here and let's see what this moon brings for you. Judging what you need and what you don't need allows you to place healthy boundaries. You teach people how to treat you. So judge what is healthy and right for you with clarity and care. Simplify. In times of sickness, or say the presence of very strong emotions such as grief, we often naturally simplify. We cut out all the extras that are too hard or too complex at that time. We might not take up an invitation to an event we might have to work at attending. We might only watch a film we know uplifts us. We might only want to see or communicate with friends we know and trust to understand, love, and support us, warts and all. We might only choose to spend the depth of our heart and time with a few people rather than many, and we become vastly sensitive to those we now discover take their unfair share of our energy. We might also look to our body more compassionately and eat nourishing foods to heal it. Do comforting things for it to recover more easily, or just decide to rest it completely. If we are healthy people, we naturally action a kind of simplicity and a set of boundaries to protect ourselves so we can give ourselves some space to heal. What if we did this all the time? What if we more consciously chose more simply and specifically for the benefit of our own mind, body, and spirit? Yes, life is complex, but it can be richer and more enjoyable if we pare back what is negatively extra and choose a more deliberate and authentic path. We don't need so much fluff and people-pleasing and running about madly and fast food and fast fashion and gossip and hardcore Olympic-level scheduling and stress. We just don't. Look at what you chose to do last time you were forced to simplify. If it was a positive choice, maybe that could be your starting point for something better today. This judgment you made was for you, and it worked. Not all judgment is bad or to be avoided. Every single one of us judge every day. We judge what brand of washing powder to buy among many. We judge what TV show is good and what isn't. We vote, which is a judgment on trust. We have a legal system with a judge. We judge what we will accept and what we will not. And if we don't, we do not have values, nor do we have boundaries, which are huge issues for some. To simply focus on your own experiences and not look outside of yourself for justice may be all very nice for gurus, but for those of us who want to be the change they wish to see, I judge happily that certain things are unacceptable. So I strive to change those things. People judged that slavery wasn't right and involved themselves in change, even to the extent of waging war. People judged that whaling like killing whales wasn't right, so it's been banned in most countries. We judged that apartheid wasn't right and people died to change it. One brave man, Nelson Mandela, was jailed for decades as a result. Boundaries teach people how to treat us, and this is a kind of positive judgment. And the companion stone for that is obsidian, so if you're into the crystals and those. So I know that was a bit longer than a lot of the cards in here, but I feel it was very important to read the whole thing because this is about finding out what's right for you and putting action around that for you, not being afraid to create the world that you want to see. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to try to force everyone else to do what you want to do, but you're going to create the world within you because you don't see the world as it is anyway. You see the world as you are. So as you change and change things within you, then you just naturally see your world transform around you. We're also going to pull from these Power of Surrender cards here. And these are going to represent just what you're ready to let go of. It's going to impact, can be both, because we're looking into the new moon lunar energy here for that eclipse. We're also going to look into the full moon lunar eclipse energy here, which is about letting go, about fruition and ending of things. So, and then, of course, the new moon is about what are you leaving behind and starting anew. What did you leave behind to be able to have the space for this? So this card can be for either or both. So one more time, and let's see what you are ready to surrender during this eclipse period. All right, so for our Aquarians, here we go. And you have surrender, comparisons with other people. Yeah, that boundary, this is perfect for that because it says keep your eyes trained on yourself, focus on your own strengths, your attractiveness, and your power. So yeah, I definitely, we were talking about not trying to make other people believe and behave and do everything that you want them to do. This is about focusing on you, not comparing yourself or others to you or you to others, but allowing people to be who they are, what they believe, what they're doing. But like I mentioned, if it's something that hurts other people, your heart, your high heart, your spiritual, who you really are, is a being made of love, and you can't but be moved to help those that are in need. It just, your soul activates, and we'll see what else comes out around that. And then this card, we're going to look into the full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus on November 8th. So this is what you are ending, like it's coming to the end of something or the fruition of something, which then allows the space and time and energy for something new. So let's take a look here. Okay, for our Aquarians, you received the Heal card. So this is perfect. I like that. And let's see what this gentle creature, and I'm not sure if I mentioned this is the gentle creature's wisdom deck. So you have this gentle creature here. This is our two friends share a quiet moment. The larger one has come to ask for a blessing, a healing. And the woman has donned her priestess's robe to meet them at the cliff's edge. Too often we imagine we are alone. Instead of reaching out to ask for what we need, we pull back instead. Remember that even the tiny mouse helped the lion. Whether you're a minuscule or mighty, what's important is the act of asking. That is far more urgent than anything else here. Remember that healing is something best shared. You never know when your pain can help someone else through their own grief. Perhaps it is a loss so great you fear your heart might break. Maybe it is a fear rooted so deeply within your soul that it has become like a second self. You are at your strongest when you can say, please, I need your help. Trust that you will find the person who can help you heal. Trust that the one who can help you will. Allow those who can't help their own space to heal. You are at the edge of the cliff, either asking for benediction or giving it. We all must hold sacred both of those roles. Will you be the mouse or the lion today? Don't worry, it will change as necessary. Yeah. So I really like this, energy in combination with these other two here, just about asking for assistance. The boundary, it's kind of like it breaks down your the need for conflict, right? When you're allowing other people to have what they want in their life, and you're not comparing yourself, you don't judge yourself, you're not afraid to ask for things. And so I really feel like you've been on this journey of being able to receive. Aquarian energy, they're the water bearers. They bring the water. They're bring. And so a lot of times you have this sacrifice that you do for the greater good, for all of the groups and society and humankind. That's the Aquarian age. That's the Aquarian energy. And it's like you've come to this point where you've been learning to receive, allow other people to give to you too. And this is that healing. The healing is coming to this place where you're okay to ask for what you want, but also remove out of your life what you no longer need. So beautiful, beautiful growth energy here, Aquarians. My goodness. And then we're going to use the Tarot of Dreams. And we're going to see what else they want you to know about this beautiful eclipse energy. All right, so for our Aquarians, what else would you like them to know about this eclipse? Okay, I do want these three. Okay, and these. And those three. Okay, I get you. So here are all your cards. Just line these up, and we will start with this one over here. And you have the Devil card. Dun, dun, dun. And this is not a bad card, because the Devil card is your shadow side. It brings to your face the things that you feel have been binding you in the past. And it allows you to let go of the things that were binding you and making you feel small and feeling restricted, and allows you to be the free you. You can see here, I love the way they have it here, because you're in this cage with this door wide open. And so it's been rattling your cage. And I feel that's like what's bringing you here is these comparisons and, this change, this allowing yourself to receive and feeling worthy to receive is what has been changing for you and really upping your game. And so this happened on purpose for a purpose. So all that stuff that you feel has been shoved in your face in not subtle ways, because our shadow does not do subtle. It's like boom, 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 three situations, but the same thing right there. And you're like, wait, I think I see a pattern. And that's exactly what's going on. It's allowing you to see what you're ready to let go of, what you no longer need. And it's allowing you to do that. And so you move from a cage to a beautiful bubble instead. So this is keeping you restricted. This is keeping you authentic. That's the word I was looking for. Authentic. Authentically you, not pretending to be someone you're not, and standing up for yourself. Yeah, because here's the Three of Swords. Swords are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes. It usually shows a heart with three swords stuck in it, which is I call the card of expectations. But it is an awareness that you really can't have a broken heart per se. We can feel like we have a broken heart, and that usually happens when we go into fight or flight mode. When we're fearing in the world, it's like that's the ache in our heart. But our high heart, our spiritual heart, can never be broken. It's too strong for that. But we like to come here to pretend and feel that emotion that's so tightly rooted to fear. And I kind of feel like that is what is this Devil card here with the Three of Swords is showing you the pain, showing you those beliefs and expectations you had that are constantly disappointing you. And you're really beginning to question that and understand it because it's been brought to your face, like I said, over and over and over again. Why am I always disappointed in these things? And then now you're having the truth come in and understanding, well, why do I even have that belief? Why do I even want that? And why do I think it believes that if I don't get it? So a lot of healing and awareness around these expectations in this cage. Yeah. You know, the Four of Wands. Look at the open door that you're standing and going through. Wands is your drive, your ambition, your passion, your inspiration. And the Four of Wands is a very solid number. So you have solid, stable energy coming in, which is opening these doors for you to see the world in a whole new way. We talked about that, right? And so I really love that this coming in because it is a celebration, a joyful card, and a lot of positive, stable energy that's coming in because you're letting this old stuff go that's been making you feel unstable. And so the stable energy is what's replacing that. Yeah, and then you have the Eight of Coins. Coins are pentacles in the Standard Tarot, and this is all about your outside world, your worth, and how you're related to it. This is about you graduating and moving up to a new level in the external world as well. This would be like an apprentice that has now done the work, put in the effort, learned the skills, and now you're moving up to be the master. You're moving away from the town that the blacksmith master had took you on as an apprentice and trained you up. And now they're so proud of the work that you've done, and now they're sending you off to be a blacksmith in another town that doesn't have one. You're at that level, and you're no longer regurgitating and repeating what that blacksmith master taught you because you did hone their skills and were able to duplicate their work. But now this is about you becoming a master, forging, literally, right? Blacksmith, forging your own path, your own skills, your own tint on what you create. So I love that because that goes right in alignment with that, leaving behind what you've been necessarily said, this is the only way, and you're like experimenting and doing things differently, which is very Aquarian too. Yeah, then you have the Death and the Rebirth. So you definitely are ready to let some old things go and have this new beginning start up. We definitely already knew that with that energies. And your final card is the Strength card. So this is really coming into your own understanding that, this is the human character that you've been playing since you were born. But you have this higher being, this powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being that's made of unconditional love, that's the actor behind this character. And you come down here as this, like, this hangry lion, this hangry tiger that is so desperate because it came down here hungry and thirsty, and it was said, look out here for that which will make you feel whole, will make you feel complete. And it eats and drinks of relationships, which is the one area. The second area it eats and drinks of is circumstances like jobs, education, social status, etc. And then it eats of the third area, which is things, our bodies, our possessions, our bank accounts. It eats of all those. And if it filled it up at all, it didn't fill it up for long, because all those things are disappointing eventually, right? Because people change or they pass away, situations never stay the same, and things, they break down, they deteriorate, they're stolen. So those things are not fulfilling. So this little tiger gets so desperate, it becomes like I said, a hangry, roaring tiger in the jungle because it's so desperate, and it's not aware of our higher self in the beginning of its life. But our higher self, of course, is always aware of our human self. And so our higher self comes down because it knows we're so desperate, and it doesn't come down and kill the, tiger and put it out of its misery or cage it to protect people from it, or try to manipulate it like they do in the, circuses with a whip and a chair, because our higher self knows what our human lion tiger self is really hungry for and thirsty for, is the unconditional love of a back home. And it's very convenient that our higher self is made of that unconditional love. So it comes down, hugs the tiger, gives it a big tiger hug, fills it with that unconditional love, and then that roaring, hangry tiger transforms from that into a little purring tiger cub sitting in the lap of our higher self, feeling whole and complete for the first time in its life. And then after knowing it, they walk hand in hand together as they move forward. So you are connecting to this power of who you are, really understanding your strength, who you are, what you want in your life, what's no longer working for you, and you're clearing it out. And this is allowing you to really simplify your life and not have so much energy that's going out and trying to pursue these things and not feeling caged anymore. You just feel this bubble of love that surrounds you, and you always have this connection with your higher self as you move forward. So love this transformation, this strength, this oomph, this whole new, it's like a whole new way of looking at your life that's coming up throughout this eclipse season. Now, if you are looking for more messages of love from above, in addition to these weekly energy updates, I also put out monthly readings for each individual zodiac sign and a few other types of videos throughout the month. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those and be updated immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up and click the like button, also click the subscribe button. That does give you access to the notification bell. And when you go in there, if you select the all option, then you will be notified of any new videos that come out on this channel. Also, doing those things helps spread the love, and it helps my channel grow in significant ways. Because when you like a video or you share a video, comment on a video, and subscribe to the channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so giddy happy, it does want to share the videos and messages of this channel with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things, I am so very grateful. Also, these are general readings, and if you're looking for even more specific information for your specific life, I do offer personal readings. All that information is listed in the description box below, and a lot of my services, I do offer a sliding price scale, which means you have a few prices that you can choose from for each service, and that way you can choose one that's in more alignment with your budget at the current time, so it offers a little bit more flexibility. All right, beautiful Aquarians, as you go throughout this eclipse season, please know every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing week. We'll be talking very soon, but in the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.